Great turnout today for our spring showcase. The great thing as a coach with spring games, the Broncos are going to win. So there are a lot of things that keep me up at night, but the winner of this game did not keep me up last night. But really proud of the work that our guys have put in. I thought it was an excellent spring and really an excellent offseason. They really attacked our offseason conditioning program, weight training program, made gains in the weight room from a strength standpoint and nutrition standpoint. And then they really attacked each day during spring ball with the mindset to get better each day and maximize each opportunity. Also proud of our staff. We've got several new coaches, new coordinators, some new support staff, and I thought everybody came together pulling and rowing in the same direction. We are so much further ahead right now this time than we were last year, which is exciting. And when you watch that game out there and just watch and evaluate our practice film, the exciting part is we're much further ahead than where we were, but we still have so much work and growth left, and that's the exciting part as a coach. I think if we attack summer, come back with the right mentality and mindset and continue to have that chip on our shoulder to show up every single day to work and get better, I'm excited to see where this team can go and what we can be.
What work and growth do you want to see here in the summer and leading up to fall camp?
Yeah, all areas. I thought assigning our coordinators as head coaches for each team would take some worry and pressure off of me. It never does as a head coach. You still you wear every mistake, and you labor over everything that you want to get better at and all the ways that you know that you can improve. But I just told the guys in the locker room that one, I want them to finish strong in the classroom. Finals week coming up, that's important, and then they're going to get a couple of week break to be able to go home to rest and recover at the first part of May, and then we're going to attack our summer program just like we did our off-season program. So we got a lot of work to do in the weight room, but then we have to master the new schemes that we have on offense and defense. I think we did a good job installing our new schemes and a base understanding of them, but we have to master what we're doing schematically.
I saw Hayden in a boot out there. Just what's his current status and how is he going to be for the fall?
Yeah, so we had several guys out today. I think even with Hayden, we decided it was a decision that we wanted to hold him today so that he could go ahead and rest his foot. He's had some issues there with his feet, but we anticipate that he will be back in a couple of weeks. He'll be good to go by June, and we felt like him being able to maximize the off season and the summer would be most beneficial for him and for us. I tell you what, you guys didn't get to see it there today with him, but he's had an excellent spring. I thought he really has thrived under Coach Bell's offense. I think what we are doing offensively really matches and favors his skill set, putting him in position to be successful, and he's unified our team with his leadership.
That was able to get other guys some reps in at quarterback today. What impressed you about Mark?
Yeah, Mark Konechny, he was one of the post-spring award winners as a walk-on. He really had a great spring. He grew a ton, and, I thought he did a really nice job. We didn't give him much help from the skill position. I think we had 3 drops by our receivers and tight ends in the first half, which I challenged them with at halftime. And, some of those guys were veterans and have caught a lot of footballs for us in big games. And so I really went over there and challenged them. But I thought he did a really nice job responding. I think he's got to continue to work on stepping up in the pocket, staying on rhythm and timing, not holding onto the ball too long and taking some of those unneeded sacks.
What about J.D. Davis? I thought he had an outstanding game. He comes in, he's an early enrollee, coldest game he's ever played in. So just, I guess, for him to come in and thrive, really, how do you think he's been able to come in and succeed and kind of show out today?
Yeah, I was really proud of JD today. I thought he came in and played really well. He had his moments, right, some highs and lows, but he was able to make several really big-time throws and plays and really helped his team win the game by the way he played quarterback today and the throws that he made. when you look at him, he should be getting ready to go to prom and still in high school right now. And so I think he was, he will gain so much benefit by being here early enrolling, having these 15 practices. He'll be a different person by the time we get to training camp. It'll be his third or fourth time he's heard an install and gone through it, and he'll be so much more comfortable. And so there was so much new learning for him and things that he hasn't been asked to do yet. Did you guys see that? Caught that. Still got good hands. I was a receiver. I didn't drop any balls. No. So I thought he did an excellent job. Really proud of him. And listen, it's been a spring of highs and lows. I mean, there's been some good days and there's been some bad days, which you would expect for a true freshman and early enrollee, especially at the quarterback position, and as much as we're putting on them offensively. But I thought today he came out and really showed why he was one of the top recruits and led his team, deep in the playoffs in one of the toughest divisions, really, in the state of Georgia.
All right, any more questions? Go ahead.
No, I just this down the field passing game that's kind of been implemented here under the new coordinator. The guys in the receiving room made some big plays today. Bugs, Wooten. I know it's early, but I guess where do you see this group in terms of explosives and where it could be, coming into the fall?
Well, that was one area that we talked about as a staff post last season, sat down and evaluated what we did well, what we needed to do better. We needed to be more explosive on offense. The first way you address that is by going out and recruiting explosive playmakers with speed. And, really proud of our staff. And we've got speed and explosive playmaking ability at the skill positions, which is exciting. And then, from a schematic standpoint, we want to be able to run the ball, be physical and tough up front, and run the football, and then be able to stretch the field vertically so that defenses can't make us one-handed and one-dimensional. And so I think that you saw a little bit of that today, run and get loaded boxes and single high coverage to be able to throw the ball downfield to our speedy playmakers. So that showed up today and really all spring. So I'm excited to really continue to grow that aspect of our offense and one of the areas that we said we needed to address post last season. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
What was your thoughts on the spring game today?
Thoughts are very good. I'm very proud of both sides of the ball. I thought a lot of guys stepped up, younger guys stepped up. It was really cool to see guys like J.D. Davis drive us down on the goal team, and then Josh Franklin stepping in a new role, getting a pick for the Brown team. So I think overall it was a great day.
How do you feel like the spring went overall?
The spring went very well. I think we are definitely ahead of last year when we were in the spring, even with a new scheme on both sides of the ball. And I think that, the sky's the limit for us this year with how many guys returning and everything. So I think it went very well.
How comfortable are you now? I mean, obviously last year was your first spring here, and now that you've been here a year, do you feel just different? Do you feel more like a leader? How do you feel?
Yeah, I would say just now that I got a year under my belt, the guys trust me more, I would say, and I've built those relationships with multiple guys where they can trust me more. So, yeah, I would say it's definitely getting a year under my belt. It's definitely do or die now, and they can trust me no matter what.
It's a new defense, so under Scott Power, what do you like so far about what he's implemented?
I like that a lot. What Coach Bowers bring is familiar to me when I came from Michigan State, so they ran a similar defense. So, I like it a lot. I guess I'm just used to it selfishly, so I've kind of already seen it once, so it's kind of just remembering all in my brain. But I like it a lot, and I love Coach Power. I think he has a great scheme, and just a great coach overall. He knows what he's doing.
Is it more aggressive, or is it?
I mean, it depends. I would say last year we were really aggressive, and we still have aggressive stuff we have, but we got all sorts of things. We can do all sorts of things with his defense, so I like it a lot.
What do you like about this defensive front now? I think it's, you bring in a ton of power five transfers.
For sure.
So what's impressed you about that group and what it could be?
Really just guys stepping up. I mean, obviously we lose Marshawn, who's about to be hopefully a first-round draft pick, which is crazy. So, just stepping that role, and that's what Corey Walker's done. Corey Walker's stepping into that role of being that dominant person. Then we got three other dudes, Popeye, Rodney, and Tyson Lee. And they're all unbelievable as well. So it's going to be fun. Playing behind them, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Sure.
think a lot of people, they look at the end of spring ball and they're like, all right, I got a second to like breathe and relax. But does this just really make you excited for, fall camp?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, we're gonna be back in a couple weeks and straight to summer. And summer's the best time, hanging out with the guys. Only people on campus, so it's all us. And then really just creating those bonds. So come to the season, it's go time.
What's it like to see a guy like Marshawn, a guy from your neck of the woods in Grand Rapids, be a draft pick? Does that make you excited about just, hey, West Michigan is going to be on the biggest stage again?
Oh, for sure, yeah. Always in the 616. Yeah, I got to. I talk to him all the time, and he's just such a great dude, and no better person to represent the 616 than him, and I'm just so proud of him, and yeah, it's just awesome, and it helps everybody else out, that's for sure.
I know Coach was talking about how he wanted to add to the secondary room in the transfer portal. Do you feel like you guys have a chip on your shoulder right now with some of the guys that have left, and do you use that to your advantage maybe?
Yeah, I would say for sure. Losing Kanai Lovely this year, I wish I could have that dude back again. That dude was a ball player. So, but yeah, definitely a chip on our shoulder. BK coming back. We just got Isaiah Paul, but yeah, those guys will definitely step into that role of what Kanai did. And yeah, as you can tell, BK today with the pick, that dude's unbelievable. I think the sky's a limit for him too. And I think, yeah, definitely a chip on our shoulders, and hopefully get a couple more key pieces to that as well. So we'll see how it goes.
Thanks, Tate.
Thank you.
Mark, I know this was kind of a good way for you to get some really solid experience this spring. Overall, how do you think you did, and kind of, did it go as well as you thought it did this spring?
Yeah, no, I thought it went well. I mean, I got probably one of the best opportunities I've ever had here at Western, and so I just wanted to take advantage of it. Make every play count. Just do my best, and that's all I could ask for myself. So I thought it went well. I thought I grew a lot, and I learned a lot. So overall, I think it was a good spring for me.
What ways do you think that you grew the most, like some specific things that you really worked on?
Just being in some situations, like the third downs, the 2-minute drills, actually getting real reps at those and live reps, seeing things happen, seeing the rotate, basically defensive structures and getting that in front of me. I just kind of learned how the game works at the college level and different from the high school level.
What is it just like to go to Western and just be a football player here?
Yeah, no, it's sweet. I mean, I'm just up the road, being from Muskegon, an hour and 15 minutes. So I've known Western, I've been to Western games before, I've come down here for camps and whatnot. So I just think it's a great opportunity, to kind of have the little bit of a hometown feel, to be at this university. It means a lot to me. So it's been good so far. What's
it like to have a lot of Mona Shores guys on the team too? Does that make it a little bit easier?
Yeah, no, that's super sweet. Obviously to have Damari and Jacob on the team so far. Actually, kind of funny story. In high school, Damari, unfortunately when he got hurt, he coached me on the JV team. So that's kind of cool that we came full circle. And then we're adding another Mona Shores kid next year, Andrew Baker, who's coming up here. So it's kind of cool to have all the Mona Shores alum come down here and play ball.
How do you hope that you can improve this summer going into fall camp next year?
Just keep improving my game, on the field, off the field, in all aspects. Get in the film room, obviously I got to review my work from this spring and get better and, just find ways in my game and just overall, I just need to just keep grinding and keep going to work.
How tough, how much more work do you have to do as a walk-on to really try and stand out? Do you feel like that puts a chip on your shoulder a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, you come in as a walk-on, and you're not going to get the looks that you want right away, and that's part of it. And you got to know that coming in. You just got to take every day hey, this is the day I got my opportunity. I got to take the most advantage of it because it might be the only one I get. So that's kind of the mindset I had coming in. Whenever my number's going to be called, I don't know when, but I know I'm going to be ready for it. And when it happens, I'm just going to do my thing and do what I know I can do.
Today you got one of those opportunities. What can you take away from today?
Yeah, no, super sweet. Obviously, I wish Hayden a speedy recovery, and I wish him the best with his foot and everything in his body. But the opportunity arose, and I just decided to make the most of it and take advantage and play the best I can. And that's all I could ask for myself.
The guys around you at the skill position, I know there's a lot of new talent coming in. Just what's the chemistry been like, and what do you like about this overall receiving corps and tight ends?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you get any new receivers or any receivers from last year after an extended period of break, you got to build that chemistry back a little bit. So it kind of just started right when they got on campus, reaching out to those guys, starting to build relationships and on and off the field, and getting on the field and seeing the way they run their routes and seeing their tendencies and my tendencies and obviously building that chemistry. And that started in January, right, when we got back to campus. So throughout January, throughout winter workouts, and then obviously in the spring, like I thought we developed a really good chemistry between all the quarterbacks and all the wide receivers. And it's only going to get better moving forward throughout the summer.
And then the new offensive coordinator, what do you like about what he's implemented? I've heard, you guys are able to stretch the field a little bit more. How does that kind of fall into your game, and I guess your thoughts on the offense?
Yeah, I mean, his offense, it opens up opportunities to take shots, and that's what I like. I think that's what every quarterback likes, right? To be able to stretch the ball down the field, make those big-time explosive plays. So I just appreciate that, and him putting the trust in us to make the plays and execute his offense.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, guys.